Hello everybody, my name is Vikas and we're here today to discuss some important tips and tricks that will help you score a high band with formal letter, that is the task 1 of the IELTS writing. Yes, I've also created some other videos that explain the tried and tested format that you could use for formal letters along with an example, so feel free to check it out. Without wasting any time, let's dive straight in. The first and the most important tip is when the question is presented to you, read the question prompt carefully and plan your content. What I mean by planning is that jot down at least 8 to 10 different points that will primarily form as the content for your letter. Now you will have to split these 8 to 10 different points into three different sections or three different relevant sections that will act as three different paragraphs. Now it is important for you to do this and spend roughly about 3 to 4 minutes just in doing this so that your writing becomes much easier and the format is laid out much in advance for you. The next important tip is use names accordingly, which means you do not mostly address people by their first name in their formal letters, or you could just simply stick to the third important point, which is just start with a greeting by saying dear sir or madam. Okay. The fourth important point is splitting your letter into three paragraphs and making sure you address all parts of the questions. Now, paragraphing is also an important marking criteria for the examiner, so make sure that you split your formal letter into at least three different paragraphs. And when I say you need to address all parts of the questions, certain questions have 2 to 3 subsections and you'll need to address all of it. The fifth important point is you should not use contractions, meaning you should not use I'll, I'd, I's, she's, meaning since it is a formal letter, you will need to use the complete phrase. Instead of using I'll, you should use I will. Instead of using I would, you should use I would. Instead of she's, you would write she is. Make it clear, we do not need any contractions in the formal letter. The next important point is again connected to the first one, which is planning. Read question properly, as it will give you hints on how to and what to write. Rather than how to, it will tell you what to write for sure. Especially detailed formal question prompts expect you to address all parts of the question. So read them carefully and plan your formal letter accordingly. The seventh basic point is to keep it formal. Remember, you're writing it to somebody who's not a close friend or who's not a relative or who's not family. So keep it formal. We do not need any exclamations in the formal letters. That is being very expressive, so keep away from using exclamation marks. Use idiomatic language if you can. The next important point is for you to spend at least 3 to 4 minutes to review and check spellings thoroughly. Now, we don't want to write a really awesome letter and lose out marks on silly spelling mistakes. We've done that in our examinations, but we don't want to do that in IELTS. Every word will be checked thoroughly, so make sure that you spend at least 3-4 minutes to review. Reread your formal letter as soon as you're done drafting it. Do not take this lightly. Please spend time on reviewing the letter. The next important point is use formal connecting words. Now, if you need a exhaustive list, there's plenty. You can Google it. Here, for example, I've given however and therefore. You can use, these are very primary and basic formal connecting words. This should generally suffice, but if you want to knowledge yourself with more exhaustive words, feel free to search them. And the 10th one is the most basic, which is to sign off in a formal way. You shouldn't be writing yours lovingly or something like that. So just stick to the basic, saying yours faithfully and sign off with your name. So these are some important tips and tricks that will help you score good marks with above band 7 for sure. I have also given a format which is tried and tested, so feel free to check it out. If you have less than 10 days to prepare for your IELTS test, I would recommend that you go through all the videos. And if you have any questions or queries, feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to help you guys. Thank you for your time today.